And we're live. Hello and welcome to the 114th week that I have brought you every Thursday night, Hex Therapy Live. I'm your host, Maddie ALLin, and I'm excited. It's a great show tonight because I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should quit day trading. Day traders get wrecked. They lose. It's bad for your mental and emotional health. It's bad for your finances. This is a part of your life you need to clean up. In addition, that's not all, folks, but in addition, I will also talk about the celebrity that I'm going to be meeting this week, in the coming week. And I have an update about Hex regarding Coinbase. And it's not that Coinbase is going to list Hex, but it's something else that's significant. And so if you want to find out about that, you're going to have to stick around and listen to the stuff about mental health and quitting trading and all that good kind of stuff. So if you're here, hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment. I'll do Ask Me Anything at the end, but here we go with the intro.
It's from Maddie ALLin of HexTherapy.live. I like Maddie. Maddie tries to make the world a healthier place. He's a mental health professional. He's done research.
Big videos on sudden wealth syndrome.
There's nothing that a human being can do better than try and heal his fellow man.
Maddie ALLin's got that covered. He does emotional, feel-good, mind management, emotion stuff like as his gig because he's a therapist. That's what he does for a living. Like he helps heal people.
All right. So thanks for tuning in to another Thursday night Hex Therapy Live. Today, I want to talk about first the 5 reasons to quit day trading. And as you'll see, the reasons that I've got listed, they are related to cryptocurrency because that's the majority of the people who are watching my channel. However, this is going to apply to you if you're gambling. It's going to apply to you if you're doing impulsive things in your life, if you're day trading stocks, all that good kind of stuff. The mission here on the channel is to help you become the best version of yourself possible. And so we're going to start off with reason number 1 when it comes to crypto day trading risks. Number 1, volatility. Cryptocurrency prices are highly volatile. That's a feature, not a bug. Volatility means that the price can change rapidly. And that makes it difficult to predict the value of these things in the short term. Now, you could argue it's difficult to predict it in the long term as well, because there have been 25,000 different experiments in crypto, and only a handful have worked out the best. However, the point here is that it's even riskier, it seems, in the short term than the medium term. So volatility is one of the reasons why you should quit day trading. Number 2, lack of regulation. Yeah. Hey, these are the top 5. I didn't say they were my top 5, but look, cryptocurrency markets are largely unregulated, and that can increase the risk of fraud or market manipulation. Now, we could have a whole 2-hour stream just about that, and we probably will sometime soon, but that's the second reason why day trading can get you wrecked. I mean, I've actually read cases where the SEC had to bust somebody out for literally pressing the sell button 1 minute, like literally 1 minute after they promoted something, they were hitting the sell button. And that's a perfect example right there. Even the fraudulent influencer themselves was caught up in day trading, and it worked out horribly for them because they were doing these, it's called scalping, when people are, and I hadn't heard of this until I looked into it, but people are buying and then they're turning around and selling right as soon as they promote something to a group of followers that are trying to master day trading. I don't think people can master day trading. If they do master it, then maybe they become the market manipulators. Maybe they become the fraudsters. And so that's why I wouldn't recommend it. And if in that particular SEC case that was posted recently, if they had just held on to the stocks that they were pump and dumping, they would have done better. It's crazy. Number 3, the number 3 reason why crypto day trading carries significant risk: lack of liquidity. Some cryptocurrencies have limited trading volumes, which can make it difficult to buy or sell large amounts of a specific token, leading to substantial price swings. And again, people who are more long-term minded might see the first few years of a crypto having low liquidity as an opportunity. The reason they would see it that way is because it'd be hard for big investors to get in without pushing the price against themselves, and hard for people to get out. And that's, that's a really nuanced point that actually takes a ton of education to get right. In general, low liquidity coins start out bad and end bad. And there's just this handful that start out low liquidity, and then they end up having extremely high liquidity, like Bitcoin, which then that's a good time to dollar cost average out when you're not pushing the price against yourself. So usually when I buy something, I'm thinking in terms of months or years or decades, not minutes or days. Number 4, technical knowledge. Day trading in cryptocurrency requires a good understanding of how the technology works behind the coins, as well as the market conditions that affect their value. Number 3, the low liquidity situations is a good example of where you need highly nuanced technical knowledge to even be able to assess whether a price move is significant or not. There's one coin that I have on a watch list, and it had $100 worth of volume today. That's nothing. That means you can't even cash out $100 without moving the price against yourself. So it's basically a coin that's dead for now. Number 5, emotional bias. The excitement and potential profits of day trading can lead to emotional biases, such as overconfidence and the inability to cut losses, which can result in poor trading decisions. There you have it, everybody. Those are the 5 reasons why crypto day trading can lead you to get wrecked. If you don't believe me, then set up a practice account that's fake and where you're trading virtual. Well, I shouldn't say virtual. Basically, create a practice portfolio where you're not trading real money. Go on the testnet and start trading and see how you do. And even then, you might only learn part of what it takes to be successful in markets. And normally being successful in markets, again, it is left to the people who are being patient, who are having inhibition instead of impulsivity. And that's one thing I wanted to circle back to that we've talked about before. I want to talk about how important it is for people to think about whether taking omega-3 is right for you. Because when I started taking omega-3, it changed my life. Most people can get omega-3 from the supermarket or the pharmacy that they use. It's over the counter. It's supposed to be in the food that you eat. It's like $5 or $10 a month. And the reason why omega-3 is so important is because it insulates the electrical wires in your prefrontal cortex. And that's the part of your brain that allows you to do all the human things that animals can't do, like advanced reasoning, inhibiting impulsive behaviors, problem solving. I mean, like parenting is a skill that I used to teach as a therapist when I was filling in for other people. Normally I'd teach healthy relationships and relapse prevention and early early abstinence. But basically, even in parenting, you're using a lot of problem solving. You're using your prefrontal cortex. In fact, almost all of the behaviors that we teach in therapy are linked to the prefrontal cortex. And a lot of the behaviors that we're trying to combat are where there's low activity in the prefrontal cortex, like depression, like ADHD and stuff like that. And so it's really important whenever people are trying to live their best lives. It's really important. And there are a lot of people who follow me on YouTube who have, and I've had a lot of clients, and don't get that too confused because this is not therapy advice. However, this is just basic science that this is what your brain needs. 25% of the weight of your brain is supposed to be omega-3. And most people don't have enough in their diet. So it's really a dietary thing. You can check with your doctor. You definitely should if you're on high blood pressure medicine or you're taking anything that affects your blood. But basically, because it's supposed to be in the food that you eat and most people don't get enough, it's pretty safe. I guess that's why they sell it over the counter. But omega-369 is it's something that really changed my life. And it made it, even though I was already a high performing person, it improved my behavior even more. And especially in certain contexts and environments where it was more unstructured, I benefited there as well. It made it easier to do chores and boring activities and things where I really had to grind. And it made me start my own business. It made me work on myself more. And so, this is something a lot of people have tried it and they've noticed a difference. It's not just you're taking it and then theoretically maybe your bones are healthier, like with vitamins, but it's like a lot of people that I've talked to, including myself, have found that it only took 1 to 4 weeks of taking omega-3, like 1,000 milligrams a day with food for the first week, and then 2,000 at a time, 2,000 each day after that. You don't want to take too much of it because then your blood can become a little bit too thin, and then that could lead you to faint and you'd hit your head. And I can tell you hitting your head is, it's not a good idea ever since I've been in a couple car accidents in the past couple of years. But there you go. There you have it. It's, I really wanted to talk about it again tonight because this matters a lot to me. Kind of having this therapy vibe in cryptocurrency and trying to understand how cryptocurrency can even someday become a contingency management situation where you could pay yourself to start healthy habits and to end unhealthy habits. And so I think that's really exciting to me. I think it could change the world. I think it could make people more productive and happy and motivated and in control of their own behavior. I think it's a good example of how, centralization is not always the answer to everything. And that's why I'm so excited about programmable money. That's why I'm so excited about cryptocurrency. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I've built a following, is to advertise these self-help methods, to try to make the world a better place on a bigger scale than I can do just talking to people individually in a therapy room. And so with that being said, guess what? Guess who I'm going to meet this week or next week, I guess. Drum roll, please. I'm supposed to go. So I've had this plan for 9 months. For 9 months, I've had a plan to go do a meet and greet with Jordan Peterson. So before I even do my next live stream, because I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. So before you see me again, I will have shaken hands with one of the most respected psychologists on the planet. And, with these types of photo op situations, I'm going to one of his talks. And in these types of situations, normally you can only expect to say hi to the person for maybe 5 to 20 seconds, that sort of thing. But I I am going to shoot my shot. I'm going to, see if he'll come on the channel, see if he'll hear me out on the potential of cryptocurrency to create behavior change in a way that is, helping people. And so one of the little tools that I have here to try to catch his eye is I want to gift him a little bit of hex staked on this 1 ounce coin. So I have this 1 ounce coin, and it's got a private key built into it. And so I'm going to put like $100 worth of hex on there and time lock it for several years and hand it to Dr. Jordan Peterson and, see if I can make an impression. So yeah, so I'm really excited about that. Like I said, it's been like 9 months, and I mean, I don't think it'll work, but hey, if it does, why not? So that's pretty exciting to me. What's the other news that we have before I get to your questions and interacting with the chat here? I went on a Twitter Spaces today with Tangent and a bunch of other really cool people, and we talked for hours. I guess Tangent was live for several hours, many hours, and that was really fun. I spoke about a lot of things. One of the things that I talked about was this upcoming Hex meetup that I'm planning, and I'm still working really hard, multiple hours every day to get that all planned out. The reason why I can't spill the beans just yet is because I want to make it so that when you hear exactly where and when it is, you will be able to take action and get a ticket and make your trip plans. I have said that it will be in mid-May, and it will not be in Austin, Texas this time for reasons I went into on that Twitter Spaces. So if you go to my Twitter, then you can see a link to Tangent's multiple hour spaces. And I was in there. I was a speaker for probably the last 2 or 3 hours. So that was really cool. Shout out to Tangent and everybody else who's on there. This physical 1 ounce Ethereum wallet that I have, it's made by a company I'm familiar with called Cold Storage Coin. And there is a little bit of counterparty risk there. So I wouldn't recommend putting your life savings on it. I wouldn't put more than $100 on one of those things. But it is a really cool way to hold a hex stake in your hand. Very, very cool. Yeah. So and Lazy Hexagon here, funny screen name. It says, for some reason, I had a reminder on my phone to buy Omega 369 from 6 months ago. Weird coincidence. Yeah, it went off today. Wow, that's wild. So, in other news, this is we've gotten reports of this. I've heard it from multiple credible sources. No, Coinbase is not listing Hex. That would be weird. Because we like that Hex trades on decentralized exchanges and is still the opportunity of lifetime, so to speak. But what they are doing is they're allowing people, I guess, who have sent significant sums of money to a Coinbase wallet for an ERC20 token that's not supported by Coinbase. Like, let's take Hex, for example. If you accidentally sent a large amount of Hex to Coinbase, they will now retrieve it for you. This is brand new. They've just been rolling this out in the past month or two. And I think they charge like, a horrible middleman fee of like 5% or something crazy. But hey, that's 95% more than you would have had, I guess, unless you sued them or something. But yeah, there it is. So that's, I wouldn't guess that there has been so much Hex sent to Coinbase that it's going to crash the market or anything. Like, I don't think that. I just think it's cool that some people accidentally time locked their Hex by sending it to Coinbase, and now now's the time you get to unlock it if you want. So yeah, really, really cool. So now that it's been 20 minutes, I like to make these Thursday night ones much quicker. We streamed for 4 hours on Tuesday night. Had a great show there. But yeah, like I'm here to answer your questions, and I don't have to leave right away by any means. So, you know, those are the announcements that I had. Now let me get to your questions. Lost Hex is a pumpamental. There you go. Well, it depends what people do with it, and you know how that goes. Let's see. Can you please announce when it's going to be the next Hex conference? Well, so I have done Hex meetups and I've done Hex conferences, and the upcoming one is going to be more of a hybrid, and it's going to be different than what I've done before in some ways, and in other ways it's going to be similar. And so I really want to drop the details. I really can't just yet. Probably in the next week I'll drop the details. The dates for when it's going to occur is mid-May of this year. So if you want to be in the know, you can go to t.me/hex meetup. And that is where you will find, I'll post an announcement, including my Twitter and YouTube, and you know, it's going to be pretty hard to miss the news probably. But then again, I recognize some people only tune in every 3 months. So here's your warning. I will get the word out. Torin, how's it going? Be Rockstar, what is up? Jerry Oaksmith, good evening to you as well. Dan Best says, I've been on the Omega 369 since the first Hex meetup in Vegas in 2021, June, where you gave it away. I believe it has made a big difference. Hey, I'm glad it made a big difference for me too. Hold on for dear life. That's right. If people want to gamble with their money, that's their choice. Yeah, correct. Not my choice. This is not gambling advice. I'm just bringing you the facts. There's a really easy way to lose your money is by gambling. Anthony, yo, hi all. Hi, Maddie. Mel Tony says the price of Hex is sitting at 3.1 cents. What's up, Tin Top? The cost for entry is a receipt of a pre-order of his book. Ah, what is that? See, I'm reading the questions backwards. So, Maddie, what do you think of the idea of piggybacking on top of BitBoy Crypto's book tour? Roll deep with Hexkin showing up and possibly onboarding others at the events. Give it a try. See how it goes. Yeah, that's kind of a cool model of people being able to pre-order his book, and that's the cost of entering the meetup. I saw a picture of one of his meetups on his Twitter, and it looked kind of like low attendance. I mean, we did Hex meetups. I guess it was a bull market, but it looked like there were only like 20 or 30 people there, which is fine. That's cool that there's only 30 people there and you get to talk to BitBoy. I mean, I'm not trashing it at all. I just surprised more people didn't show up. So hyped for Pulse and the evolution of the RH community. Congrats to the OGs still here. That's right. How is your recovery going? You're looking well. Well, thank you. I am not better yet, and I'm still in pain, and streaming and sitting extremely still like I do when I stream has been helpful because it gets my mind off the pain and it keeps me still. So, yes. The events are a lot of fun. That's right. So yeah, there's been lots of great content lately. If you didn't catch all 4 hours of Game Theory Gang on Tuesday night, you can definitely check that out. There has been a Hex Rewind 2022 video that has been released in the past week that you can't miss as well. And there's about, I don't know, 7 hours of Hex Tangent on Twitter Spaces and everybody. That's really, really cool. Anthony says, I read 12 Rules for Life and it changed my life for the better. Highly recommend. Very, very cool. That's a Jordan Peterson book right there. And that's who I'm going to shake the hand of here on Monday. So, hey, future us, what's going on? What did you miss? Oh, I don't know. Like, the past 25 minutes of the show. Definitely now you can recover any hex that you sent to Coinbase accidentally. That's new. What else? I'm going to shake Jordan Peterson's hand, and I revealed my plan for that. And then I also gave 5 reasons why people should quit day trading. So here you go. Why do all these non-hex influencers, like on those BitBoy roundtables, get all tense and weird at the mention of Hex or RH? Well, so I mean, I'll start off answering your question with this like random comment that, look, I listen to a lot of people who stream about Hex. And one in particular that I heard today goes by the name Your Friend Sami. And he was pointing out that the reason why he thinks that influencers get all stiff and weird when somebody brings up Hex or Richard Hart is because of reputational risk. And, we can see that to the uninitiated or to somebody who really is only taking a first glance, Hex could look like a scam to them because it talks about 38% APY. And some people don't deep dive far enough to see beyond the man who wears a top hat and sits on a throne on YouTube with his $10 million of Rolex watches spinning by his side and surrounded by Gucci clothing and luxury goods that people just assume he got from dumping coins on the market and all that good kind of stuff. Well, the blockchain is very transparent in the case of Hex, and it doesn't look like the founder dumped any coins, and that's really remarkable. And it doesn't look like the people who are influencers, such as myself. In my case, I know for sure. I haven't been paid by Richard Hart or any Hex entity for promoting Hex. I talk about Hex because I love it, because I think time locking is cool, because I like to pay my future self. I mean, I even came up with that phrase. That's pretty cool. So I was thinking of ways to program cryptocurrency to improve people's mental health. I was thinking about that before Hex was even invented. So, of course, I was excited to become a part of this community. But the point is that either you understand Hex or you don't. And even the name, the name Hex, like I put a hex on you, you're cursed, right? It's deeper than that. And I think that there were some design decisions that were intentional to kind of save people who would normally be attracted to scams, and then to also lead to something that could someday become like really ironic and memeable and all that good kind of stuff. Because I think it creates a discrepancy for people, which creates interest for them. The discrepancy is, why doesn't this go away? When is Hex going to collapse? Like, why is it that it's been operating flawlessly for 1,100 days? 1159. Why is it that the community members are so involved in, and why don't they switch what they promote like all the other crypto influencers in the world? So it's because Hex is different. That's why. Yeah, now the chat's going. All right. So go to Hex Cadet, CADET, on YouTube for the Hex Rewind video. There it is. 2x speed. There you go. Shilling to JP, that's next level. Well, yeah. I mean, hey, my background is in psychology and neuroscience. Okay. So like, I would like to talk to Jordan Peterson on my YouTube channel. And like, of course I want to invite him. Like, is it going to be a shill fest for Hex? Like, no, Hex is a tool to demonstrate to him like this bigger idea that humans could change their behavior by time locking cryptocurrency, by paying their future self. And, Hex is the coolest example of that. So, it's a deeper meaning there. I did the sacrifice for PulseX, but I'm not sure if I did it right. How can I find the info to get my sacrifice? Well, you could go to pulsechain.com. You could click on the sacrifice checker. You could put in your public address and see how it goes. Be careful for scams that would be, just from a Google search could even take you the wrong way. But pulsechain.com, it's what I would use. Hex is the #1 crypto. Maddie just announced it. Did I? I don't remember that, but cool. Was waiting for that. Hello, Maddie and Hexicans. Now smash the like button. I said now. Maddie, when can we say Pulse Chain started 2 weeks ago? I like how you turn that around, because the meme is that it'll be 2 more weeks. And you're looking for 2 weeks ago. Well, I explained on Furu Finance's channel that exactly where I think Pulse Chain is at. I think that they are updating the forked Ethereum 2.0 code so that it can fit what Richard Hart calls integer expansion, which is like bigger numbers. The total supply of Pulse Chain is going to be 1.2 million times higher than the total supply of Ethereum. And basically, you want to make all your frameworks and your Block Explorer and your Solidity code and all that good kind of dev stuff. You want to make it so that it doesn't break when somebody sends the maximum amount of something. So whenever that's done, and the time frame on that is unknown because there are unknown unknowns. You never know how long it's going to take to develop software that, of this magnitude that's going to be highly valued, probably, and highly used. So, yeah, I can't wait for low fees. Can you? Also, I think it'd be really cool if Pulse Chain launched in May or before then, because Hex launched at the bottom of a bear, and that seemed like it turned out well. Because they're all now proven wrong, and it embarrasses them. Well, that could be a live stream thing, though. Torin, 100%. Nervousness is a heck of a thing. A lot of non-Hex influencers sacrificed on Pulse Chain, including BitBoy. Nice. Congrats to them. All the shills sacked for Pulse. They will be shilling soon enough. I type about Hex because I love it too. Hashtag not paid. Yeah. I don't know if any of you are paid to be here, right? Let's get a street permit and have the Hex conference on the steps of the SEC. No thanks. Fun idea. Won't be my Hex meetup. Hex Corner. Good to see you there. I'm sure that there are at least another 5 more reasons for not being a day trader. Yeah. Yeah. Well, should we ask ChatGPT? I mean, you brought it up. So I'm going to go back to the thread where I asked the first question. You know, it's all about your prompts and how good you make it. Give 5 more reasons. All right. Number 6. Here's a good one. Hidden costs. There are many hidden costs associated with day trading cryptocurrency, such as trading fees, taxes, and losses from market volatility. It's kind of repeating. Number 7, time intensity. Day trading requires significant time and attention. Okay. I wouldn't have called it that, but it will take all of the time away from your life. Day trading requires significant time and attention, as traders need to monitor the markets constantly to make informed decisions. Number 8, high risk. Cryptocurrency markets are inherently risky, and day trading only amplifies that risk. The potential for high rewards also comes with the possibility for substantial losses. Competition. The cryptocurrency markets are becoming increasingly competitive, with many professional traders and algorithms vying for profits. This can make it difficult for individual day traders to consistently make profits. Hey, that's why FTX collapsed. And 3 Arrows Capital. A lot of like bigger, more experienced firms moved in and took their cake. Number 10, lack of diversification. Focusing solely on day trading cryptocurrency can result in a lack of diversification in your investment portfolio, increasing your exposure to market risks. Oh, well. I think that that last one, I don't know, maybe there's a reason it's number 10. But there you go. We just we doubled the thumbnail. Your expectations have been exceeded. How do you like that? But no expectations. Let it go diet. Hello, Mr. ALLin. Love the flip over the DeLorean. That needs attention. Yeah, that was one of our viewers who did that. And somebody else was bringing up the other day how cool they thought that was. It's like, yeah, epic moment. That wasn't me jumping, by the way. Maddie, what do you think of safety interview with JP? I think you can top that. Yeah, I mean, they talked for a long time, and I'm pretty sure I remember most of that. Talked about history and crypto and stuff. Look, I saw Jordan Peterson speak at the Bitcoin conference. Me and thousands of other people. So, and you know what he said? He said, you got to be careful with cryptocurrency because it could have unintended consequences on human behavior. Which is like great advice. And I respect the man for like kind of saying something unpopular at the Bitcoin conference. It was really cool. In about 2 months and 2 weeks. Jordan Peterson is a great cast. Very smart man. Excited to see him on your show. Hey, me too. Jordan Peterson is an epic individual, in my opinion, and that's all that matters. Exponential growth with low fees. Watch. I was on Maddie ALLin's live stream, and that's not nothing, eh? Future JP. There you go. Hey, future us. Giving a quote for future JP. There you go. Tesla. LOL. Haven't heard of it. Maddie, people are always waiting for pulse chain, then bull market, then bear market, etc., and they forget to live waiting on things that occur automatically. Yeah, you know, being present in the present moment also is a big part of wellness now, isn't it? And people can remind themselves kindly to be more patient with yourself, to be more present in the moment. One way that people do this is using mindfulness exercises. Some people focus on their breathing. And one of the reasons why breathing is not just a mental exercise, but it's also a physical exercise is that taking deep breaths not only saturates your brain with more oxygen to relax you, but it also, it actually presses on something called the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve also causes people to become more physically relaxed. And so it's not just you're taking a deep breath because that's what people do in their, you know, like mental experience, but our mental health is our physical health and vice versa. And so I always thought that was really interesting. Do you consider yourself a Richard Hart or Hex Maxi, or do you have a diversified portfolio? That's a great question, Ronald 516. I am mostly a Hex maximalist and RH maximalist because that part of my portfolio did so well that it, you know, it's many times larger than anything else. And because I think it still has room to run, and because I have a certain loyalty to the thing that made me financially free for the time being. So, yeah. And then, you know, I took the strategy of having, you know, 1 or 2% of my portfolio in dollars that I can live off of, and 1 or 2% in dollars that I can try to accumulate hex at the bottom and help hold up the price, you know. And that's one of the things I think that people get backwards when they think about all the people who have sold hex. Remember, they might buy back in, and if people are sitting on the sidelines, I heard somebody estimate, I'm not sure how they got this number, but they said something like $70 million was sitting on the sidelines in wallets that held hex that is non-origin address related and seems to be like retail investors, perhaps. And remember, if the price goes higher, then those people have to buy back higher if they want to get back into hex. And if the price goes down, then those people can buy the dip and help support the price from going even lower. And if those people just live off their dollars, then they don't have to sell any more hex. So I like people sitting on the sidelines with dollars, with stable coins and that sort of thing. In terms of, I think that those people help protect the price of hex more than hurt it necessarily going forward. And we know the markets are reflexive, and that I like to say the price is the best advertisement for hex because it's listed so many places where people are paying attention to that. And I'm not saying that that's how it should be. Look, you know, somebody told me recently, like, the market needs traders, the market needs hodlers, the market needs all these things. And so it's not absolutist. I can't tell you what to do with your funds. I like to promote holding, dollar cost averaging in, dollar cost averaging out, and working on yourself, because you protecting your financial health also includes protecting your mental health, because you're always only one impulsive decision away from gambling it all away, from making one wrong move that could leave you with nothing or leave you losing everything you're putting on the line. And that's another reason why I really like Hex, is because when people time lock and create a staking ladder, they are removing some of the risk for them to gamble away their Hex or to have a moment of impulsivity. And that, so it's a savings related behavior change, because you're using a smart contract to remove the option of selling in a way that gets you the most Hex, right? Because there are penalties if you time lock and then you end way early or early at all. And so, you can even lose your principal. So brilliant design. Of course, I'm making a way for people to be able to time lock their Pulse Chain and Pulse X tokens. That's called Time Pays Me. And that's something that we've got on private testnet, and is something really exciting to me, because I'm going to use it. I need that. I need a way to give myself the superpower of being able to hodl even if the price goes up a lot or down a lot. Stake and bake, that has multiple meanings now, doesn't it, Omar? Jules, the AI should be convinced to buy a t-shirt. Well, I'd rather the humans buy the t-shirts, and the AI can sit on the sidelines and cheer us on. I was a trader before the great financial crisis. I did well, thought I knew it all. Bear Stearns went under, lost 100K. Don't trade. Thanks for sharing, Crypto Knight. Also, Coinbase wallet, super friendly to purchase Hex on chain. Yeah, that's that's where you hold your own keys. Coinbase wallet is a separate app from Coinbase. What's up? Thumbs up. Ben Dubar just got here. Maddie, you're having Jordan Peterson on? I wish. I am going to meet and greet him for 20 seconds on Monday, and I'm going to shoot my shot. So wish me luck. Crispy, what's going on? Good to see you there. Maddie, is your girlfriend into Hex? Well, the people that I've dated since I got into cryptocurrency have all gotten into Hex. Yeah. So that's really cool. And, I got lots of people, well, at least a handful of people into Hex before the Uniswap airdrop, and then they converted that into 1 million Hex that's time locked. So that's, yeah, I feel really good about that. It's cool to win with other people. To borrow a term from RH himself, maximalish. That's right. Makes sense. You're investing in your future. Yeah. Toby Wan, what's going on there? Hey, lots of cool people showing up here. Look at this. I'm actually only 27, but I look like this because of day trading. Well, there you have it, people. Is there an app we can use to invest better in Hex? Well, tshare.app is my front end, and it's you can go to go.tshare.app if you already are in MetaMask, and time lock your Hex there. Trading Kills says Kincaid Honey, and Kincaid Honey has I think made a blog about this. I usually don't pronounce things correctly, but I try. Everybody's saying hi to each other. What's up, Jason Smith? Thanks for the good luck there, Ben. Yeah, so go forth and stake wisely, my friends. Wish me luck. Talking to Jordan Peterson, and let's see. Yeah, that's all I got. So hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for being here. I will see you again next week for week number 115. Stake wisely, my friends, and peace
It's
out.
from ALLin of HexTherapy.live. I like Maddie. Maddie tries to make the world a healthier place. He's a mental health professional. He's done research.
Big videos on sudden wealth syndrome.
There's nothing that a human being can do better than try and heal his fellow man.
Maddie Allen's got that covered. Does emotional, feel-good, mind management, emotion stuff like as his gig because he's a therapist. That's what he does for a living. Like he helps heal people.